Okay, if the sound goes bad on this, please blame Hewlett Packard and Best Buy. They have all declared that my computer is just fine. And if you've seen some of my videos in the past, it's not. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you'll be able to understand this video all the way through. Please, and please hit the like and subscribe. Welcome to the D. Louise Book Series, DELUISE. I'm Christina, KRSTINA. This is where we read books, we talk about books. There's no special effects here. There's no theme music. There's none of that special stuff going on here. I'm just reading books and talking books. Oh, look, my pal is here. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. She's here to play. Hi, you. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Zanny. Say hi. Hi, hi. She's curious. So, anyways, if you could please check out my Flashback Mondays, where we talk about all the books in the Romantic Times Book Review magazine, and my Star Trek Next Generation recaps on Fridays, and my If Thens. We did Black authors. Please check this out. We did Native American with Tony Hillerman. And I did some homicides. I did vampires, which I'm really thinking about doing it again, because I've done some research on those, and the same ones just keep coming up over and over and over again. But anyways, we are doing the Black Dagger Brotherhood. We're getting to the end of that. We're getting to the end of James Patterson's Alex Cross series, and we'll have to wait till next year for new ones of both of those. And we are doing the C.S. Harris St. Cyr series. And I was taking a break for a day, and I spotted this book. So, and I know I've read this series before. I read a book last year. I need to catch up. The Stolen Letters by Paige Shelton, a Scottish bookshop mystery. These are good books, and I took a lot of notes, tons and tons of notes today. So Delaney works in this bookshop that would be if you like books in any way, shape, or form, this would be the bookshop for you. Old first editions, history books, genealogical books, historic papers, coins, documents, letters, a gold mine. You could spend decades in there and not know all the stuff that's in there. And Delaney has been in there a few years, and she does still not know all the stuff that's in there. And in the last book, the Loch Ness book, she got married, and she's on her way back from her honeymoon, and she's all excited to get back to work. She loved working at the bookshop. She loves her job. She loves her husband. She's all excited. And she runs into this lady on the street that looks just like her. Almost 20 years older than her, but just like her. And no relation whatsoever. I mean, Delaney was born in the United States. This woman was born in Scotland. And it's further revealed that this lady totally, absolutely believes that she's related to Mary, Queen of Scots. And also, when she returns to her husband is Tom, by the way. And then we have Rosie and Hector are in the shop. And Edwin McAllister is the owner of the shop. And then we have Mary Stewart, the lady that she meets on the street, and her husband Henry, Eloise Hanson and Gretchen Howell, friends of theirs, and Dina the niece and her husband Mickey. Those are your mains. Then we have a new inspector, because Inspector Winters is on vacation. He is our inspector. He will show up at the very, very end. And I will warn you, I will give you tons and tons of spoilers. I do not spoil the whodunits in these books, but I will tell you everything else. I will spoil all the characters, so warn you on that. So like I said, Delaney comes home and she meets this lady, and she's all up in her head about getting back to work and with this lady and stuff like that. And she gets into the shop, and it's revealed to her that the shop has been condemned, that they have to close the bookshop up permanently. And she's like, what? And she doesn't remember. She said there was an inspection. Nobody has seen the inspection papers. No one can prove there was an inspection. No one ever remembers an inspection. No one was told about an inspection, but apparently it's been condemned, and the city council has decided to close the shop and condemn it. And they don't see anything wrong with the building at all. It's really old, but according to all the stuff they've got, the building is structurally sound. So the lady comes into the bookshop that she met, on the street. She has some books that she wants to give, to donate, to sell. And she also, because of her looking so much like Delaney, she invites them all to dinner. So Tom and Delaney and Rosie and they all go to dinner with this lady. And they have a really nice dinner, and they meet her husband and her niece and her husband, all the people. They have a really nice dinner. Mary then reveals she's got a little birthmark of the crown that Mary Scott was supposed to have. So we'll see about that too. So we'll just do a few posts, and then I'll leave it to you to read. I'm hoping that the audio will stick through. Let's see. My first note. Oh, Edwin leaves her a note. Please look for the Burgess tickets. But that's all he says. He doesn't tell her what they are. And I know it's it listed in here someplace. So he tells her Edward had left her a note. He's not in the bookshop when she gets there. And he left her a note, please look for the Burgess papers. And so they all go to dinner, and let's see what it says. Wait a minute, before they get to, I just want to say, I made these notes, and I didn't say why I wanted to read them. Oh yeah. We have structural problems, Edwin says. Structural problems, I said. What are the specific problems? I'm still trying to understand. I received a phone message a few days ago. It was a strange recording that said we were to be out of the building by the end of next month, that the inspector's findings regarding our building and structural integrity were ironclad. The final vote with everything in motion. Final vote? Who's voting? The city is governed by Lord Provost, I believe, to an American mayor. Under that position is the city of Edinburgh councillors. Councillors vote and make the decisions regarding building codes, etc. There is also a parliament, but they are more involved with the foreign policy and defense. So she thinks it's a scam at first, and then they investigate, and they discover that it's legitimate. However, Delaney believes and maintains the entire book that it is a false claim. So anyway, they go to dinner with these people, and they also talk about the Queen of Scots and some journal letters that were recently found of hers in her own handwriting. So that's another little thing that they talk about at the dinner. And I'm not going to really go through all of this. Oh, and then they talk about the fact that Mary believes that she's had past lives, and that she was at one time the Queen of Scots, and that she was also was a passenger on the Titanic. So that's another little tidbit that Mary shares with everybody. So, Henry is a retired banker. He's her husband. Eloise and Gretchen, Eloise is a doctor, and Gretchen is an artist and sculptor. Dina owns an antique shop, and Mary volunteers at a museum, and she also has that birthmark that I mentioned. So that's all the dinner conversation. And then the next day after the dinner, there is discovered that there is a car bomb, and Henry is killed. Why is Henry killed? So we have some questions as they investigate. They still need to look for the Burgess tickets. Apparently, they were issued way many hundreds and hundreds of years ago, giving people permission to build a building in the town and to occupy the space and to be a realtor. A store, not a real estate realtor, but a retail. That's it, retail store. So I had some questions. One, is Mary who she claims to be? Get some DNA out. Has she been reincarnated? Who wants this cracked spine closed and why? Because as far as they can tell, Delaney and pals, there's nothing wrong with the building. It is structurally sound. Who filed the fake inspection papers to report the building as condemned? Where are those papers? Why will no one show them the papers? Everybody's like, oh yeah, I saw them and it's pretty bad, but no one will actually show them the papers. Then we discover that Henry may or may not have been killed because he changed his mind on the council vote. And he was calling all the council people. He was on the council. We didn't learn this till later on. But he was one of the council members who was leading the vote to have this cracked spine closed. So we later discovered that he had changed his mind after the dinner party, after meeting everybody, and was starting to call the other council members to discuss the issue. And a couple had arranged to meet the next day. Well, the next day, a bomb goes off in Henry's car and he is killed. So, who is Mary? Is she really related to the Queen? Who wants the cracked spine closed? Who filed the fake inspection papers? Why did Henry change his mind? Was Henry behind the plot to close the place? Why was Henry killed? Was he killed because he changed his mind on the vote? And who created the fake inspection papers and why? And what are the other issues in it? We also get a brief appearance by Bridget. She was Tom's ex-girlfriend, but she's also a newspaper reporter, and she also helps them a little bit towards the end to let the public know what's going on with all this fake business. And they later find other stuff, but you will have to read the book to find out what happens with the bookshop, if it gets saved, how it gets saved, and who, massively important person, makes a guest appearance at the end of the book. We're talking royalty here, guys. So if you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. This is a good book. I love bookshop mysteries. And Delaney sticks her nose in everything, and she goes questioning everybody. I just love it. So if you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd really, really appreciate it. And hopefully you will find the answers to my questions in this book and find all those interesting papers that Delaney has available to her. I would love to just look at any of those papers. I know they're not real. I know it's a fictional story, but it would be awesome. There's probably a bookstore. There's probably millions of bookstores in the world, and there's like 200 or 300 that probably have original documents for antique collectors that they sell for millions, like Christie's and all that kind of stuff. So please hit the like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy this book. Thank you.